In the Naruto universe, there are many deaths caused by wars or conflicts, but some characters are marked by being real killers. Do you know who are the biggest killers in the Naruto universe? That is exactly what you're gonna find out today. Get ready, because there is a character that you would never imagine would be on this list. Orochimaru. To this day, Orochimaru is one of Naruto's greatest villains. He was responsible for many deaths. While he was still a Konoha ninja, he started to do a series of experiments with humans. For this, he kidnapped several Konoha ninjas. And we know that Orochimaru didn't just kill these ninjas, he did worse things. And if that wasn't enough, in an attempt to bring back Hashirama's wooden style, Orochimaru kidnapped 60 children to use as experiments. Only one child survived the experiments, and the result was a series of deaths. To this day, Orochimaru is one of the greatest killers in Naruto. It is also worth mentioning that during the invasion of Konoha, several civilians died, besides the third Hokage, Kisame Hoshigaki. This is another character who was responsible for several deaths in the story. Kisame, in the past, was a ninja from the Mist Village who did special missions, mainly assassinations. He was always a cold and cruel ninja, so he was a real killer. Not even his own companions were saved. Kisame received a special mission from his superior, which was to eliminate all his companions to avoid information leaks from the village. When Kisame and his group were ambushed by Konoha ninjas, he killed all his companions, even a love interest of his. And after returning to his village, he even killed his master, Fuguki Suikazan, one of the members of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. That's how he got the Samehada. And after he became a renegade, he did several crimes. Sasori, also known as Sasori of the Red Sand, and you will understand the reason for this name. It may not seem like it, but Sasori is one of the greatest killers of all Akatsuki. During the Third War, he killed his enemies in such a cruel way that the sand around him turned red, and that's how he got his nickname. Sasori's main jutsu is to transform ninjas into puppets and use their abilities. And we know that Sasori had a collection of 298 puppets. In other words, most of those puppets were people that were killed by him. And one detail that may go unnoticed is that Sasori has revealed that he destroyed an entire country. Itachi Uchiha. This topic here is going to be controversial. Everybody knows that Itachi is a real hero. He has saved many people, but unfortunately, he has a dark past, mainly because of some decisions he had to make. Itachi in the past became a member of the Anbu, and as such, he was responsible for eliminating a number of ninjas to protect Konoha. Here alone, he has killed several ninjas, but without a doubt, Itachi's most difficult decision was to eliminate his entire clan, including his family, his parents, and even his love interest. Itachi was forced by Danzo to do this, because at that moment, a war in Konoha caused by Uchiha was inevitable, which could cause such great instability that it was possible a world war could start. Because of this, he had the difficult mission to eliminate his entire clan. I know he was a hero, but still, he was responsible for many deaths. Obito Uchiha. You can take a notebook, because Obito was responsible for several deaths. He surpassed many characters on this list. After Obito is tricked and manipulated by Madara, he becomes one of the biggest villains in the work. Right after he awakened his Mangekyo Sharingan, when he saw Rin die, Obito went into a state of rage so great that he killed several ninjas from the nearby Bloody Mist. He killed so many ninjas that the whole floor was covered with blood. And he didn't stop there. A while after that, Obito invaded Konoha to take revenge on the village and to capture Kurama. But the result of this invasion is that several civilians were killed by Kurama, who was under Obito's genjutsu. And to make things worse, Minato and Kushina also died, and Obito was responsible. And as we know, Obito helped Itachi to eliminate the entire Uchiha clan. And even before all this, he had already killed several of the former members of the Akatsuki. You think that's all? Obito was also responsible for starting the Fourth Great Ninja War, which means that many of those deaths were partially caused by him. Kabuto. Kabuto initially seemed like a nice guy, but he turned out to actually be an ally of Orochimaru. he was mostly just a helper for Orochimaru. But after Orochimaru's supposed death, Kabuto went completely crazy. He went through a bizarre transformation and allied himself with Obito in the 4th Great Ninja War. And using Edo Tensei, he became a real killer who controlled the revivals. And many of them were very powerful ninjas. And the result of all this was countless dead ninjas. He became an ally of Konoha, but until that happened, he killed a lot of people. Kakashi Hatake. And this one, did you know? Many may not have realized it, but Kakashi in the past became an extremely cruel ninja, becoming known as cold-blooded Kakashi. This happened after Kakashi lost Obito and Rin, which led to him to a deep depression. In an attempt to appease the situation, Minato made Kakashi a member of Anbu, but it backfired because Kakashi became much worse. He started killing all his enemies without mercy. During an invasion of the Stone Village, Kakashi killed 5 ninjas using his Chidori. He left no one alive. He was also responsible for several deaths during his mission in Anbu. Even by Anbu standards, he went too far. I'm just glad he found peace. Zabuza, the famous demon of the hidden mist. Zabuza was the first major villain of the anime. And right from the start, we were introduced to him being a bloodthirsty villain. When Zabuza was just a child, he was responsible for killing more than 100 students during the famous final graduation test. And after that, it only got worse, because he became a member of the Anbu of the Mist Village, and was obviously responsible for several missions that mainly involved killing. He even became one of the 7 swordsmen of the Mist Village, and many more people joined his account. After that, he became a renegade ninja, and became a mercenary. He basically killed for money. That's why he tried to kill the bridge builder in classic Naruto. Madara Uchiha. Madara is a character that needs no introduction. The name Madara is to this day synonymous with power. He is a character that reached an absurd level of power, but until this happened, he was responsible for many deaths. During the era of the fighting states alone, Madara was responsible for so many deaths. He was also responsible for Rin's death, as he manipulated everything under the covers. But it was during the 4th Great Ninja War that Madara showed why he was such a feared ninja. Right when he appeared in the anime, he killed several members of the Allied forces just by punching them. And as if he hadn't caused enough chaos, he even brought 2 giant meteors and killed several ninjas. And the deaths of the war itself are also his fault, since he manipulated everything. He even controlled the Jubi with Obito and killed several ninjas. Kaguya Otsutsuki. Now, it's time to talk about her, the rabbit goddess and also the strongest character in the whole anime. Kaguya came to Earth to gather the fruit of the divine tree to give to Ishiki, since he was her superior. But Kaguya betrayed Ishiki and started a true reign of terror. She was the first to use the infinite Tsukuyomi on Earth, which basically is a jutsu that sucks the energy of people or their chakra. Kaguya killed several people to form an army to fight her enemies, which now we know are Momoshiki, Kinshiki, and Urashiki. Just with this, we can already call her an assassin. But we also know that Kaguya decimated entire countries. Can you imagine how many people died at her hands? And during her battle against her children, she also killed so many civilians. Do you like Naruto? If you like it, subscribe to our channel and activate the notifications. We're posting videos every week. On the screen, there are 2 interesting videos. Make sure to watch them both, and you will enjoy them. Thank you for watching.